Hi everyone, Morgan here and Firefly. Today will be day 2 in the Mount Holy Manor. Yesterday we found our first secret room, so let's see what discoveries we can make today. Here we are, day 2 of our second attempt at the Blueprince demo. Yesterday we got stuck in dead ends once again, and we unlocked the apple orchard. However, we did not find the garage to unlock the west path. Still want to try to do this today, and of course still want to try and reach the antechamber. We'll be going a little faster because we know the rooms now. At least we know the common room setup here, so I don't need to try and explain every single thing. As always, just trying to get as many doors as possible while also getting items that we need, like keys and gems. Storeroom is a nice room. While it is a dead end, we do get our pick of each item. Let's get the nook, get our key. Nothing else here. Let's keep going. Spare room to get across. Corridor, again, gets us across, but I don't want to waste the always left unlocked property until we're higher up and it's most likely to be locked. Chapel takes our coin, but it's still a better door configuration. I'm gonna go for it. Explore to the side, see if there's anything we can place here that's useful. Just gonna go for the guest bedroom, get the steps and hope for an item, which this time it's sparsity of car keys. Now I'm gonna take a guess and say they go in the car. Now we just need to find the garage where the car is. And we've already read this note, which just gives us clues for the game in the billiard room with the dartboard. Corridor now. It's fine, takes us up, and we won't need to use a key. West Wing Hall, let's keep going up. See what we can place at the side. Hallway is more doors. The observatory, we will get rewards, and because we used the planetarium last time, we actually gained extra stars, so we will be at 4. And it still gives us a door down, so we're not completely locked out. Gonna go with the observatory. Now, fortunately, it's already turned the right way, so I don't have to keep spinning it. And it's Diamondus Minor, which gives us our gem back. And tomorrow we'll be at even more stars. Still hoping for this garage. Not yet. Let's take the drawing room. We will also need to get the utility closet at some point in order to activate the garage, so we need to think about that too. Let's try the side door. It's locked. Okay, let's see if this one's locked as well. This one's open. Still not a garage. Let's try to redraw. Still not a garage. Let's take the parlor here. And we get an apple. Now, our steps are at 68, even though we went up all the way inside the house because of the orchard. The statement on this box is true. Okay. The statement on this box is true. Okay. Boxes that claim to be true contain gems. Well, since those two are true, this one has to be false, which means the boxes that claim to be true don't contain gems, which means this one has the gems. There we go. Okay, gems are good because more than once we got stuck not being able to pick a room due to not enough gems. And we have laboratory. Mine's their bedroom. So I think let's try this one. Let's see what this one's all about. There's a computer. So we will use that in a minute. Piece of paper. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point. Okay, so this is heating and cooling of water, so it freezes at 0 Celsius and melts at above that. Complete thaw at room temperature. There is something written next to the complete thaw that it's not readable, so this is probably where we could use the magnifying glass to figure out what it says. It's interesting because, well, I could say it's just random information about freezing and melting water, but the fact that there's something that potentially needs a magnifying glass to see, it basically brings a question of why is this here? What will it mean? Do we have to make some freezing and melting experiment? What's this? This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. I've not seen the boiler room, but I assume doing things here doesn't... Yeah, it's just blinking power. It does say it needs power, so... And what is this? Periodic table of elements, except no elements, just numbers. Now it is the layout of the periodic table of elements, so I can only assume if we overlay the two, we can get the information needed. And there's an arrow as well. Okay, I think I saw... Yeah, so there's a periodic table of elements here. Okay, so taking the numbers and going to the element they point to on the periodic table, we get Pu, S, H, TH, RE, EU, PA, F, TE, RN, I, NE, all together, the letters. We get a message that says push 3 up after 9. Now, considering we were just looking at this machine where you push things up and down, and there's a arrow on the side here, that seems like a clue for whatever we're supposed to do there. But we can't do that without power. Nope, doesn't do anything. Guys, still have the computer. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Well, this is a lie. 1, because it's on a red note, and 2, because we tried the mail from security room and it says you can't access it. Laboratory experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment it by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of day. Choose a cause from column A and effect from column B. Okay, so we have the next free time you unlock and open a chest. Each time you find some trash while digging, or immediately, gain 1 key, 1 gem, 1 gold. Gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. Gain 1 star. We have to pick 1 from each column to create a cause and effect experiment. Now, we do have a shovel, and so far we found nothing while digging, so that's something we could do. We could do something immediately, but that means we just get it once and that's it, and nothing here seems like, okay, good enough. We also have unlocking a chest. We have not had any chests yet, and chests also cost keys to unlock, and we do not have the sledgehammer either. So I think I'm gonna go for the trash now. That's interesting because we just were going over us having the stars and the planetarium, having the instructions for, oh, there's so many more things to find when you have a lot of stars. I don't think in the demo we're gonna get that far with it, but I think in the full game that seems like a good strategy to accelerate your gain of stars. But here I'm just gonna go for the key gem or gold. It will remain active for the rest of the day, so only today it won't continue for the following day. Research logs, no experiments found. Okay, so here we can see what we've done. Pause, I assume if you picked something you didn't want, then you just don't want it. And network is just the same in as security, I assume. Let's keep going here. Here's security again. It doesn't actually let us continue. The hallway does. Takes us back to drawing room. And here we have the dark room. It does have 2 doors. And of course the light turns off. We do not have the breaker box, so we cannot fix it. So let's just... they still can be locked. And we don't have any keys. Okay. Back to the front door it is, to try from the start. Fortunately, we still have plenty of steps to be running back and forth like this. Okay, so we have the utility closet, the bedroom or the conference room. The conference room is good because of the doors. It does have some effects as well. We haven't had any rooms that spread anything, but I think right now I really value doors. Pantry, bedroom, commissary, I think pantry. They all just go around the corner. We don't have any coins. And we get a banana. Okay, well, let's go with the courtyard. And this is where I remember we had a shovel yesterday. We don't have a shovel today. I was actually lying when I said we have a shovel, so the experiment is good. But the game's been nice and corrected my mistake. Get a turnip. Not trash, unfortunately, for our experiment. And we get some pebbles. And the experiment has worked. I think we get a gem then. I'm playing this all in one go between the days, so I'm finding it quite easy to forget sometimes what was happening on which day and assuming that I still have the things from the previous day, even though I know it resets. That's nice of the game to at least let me have the shovel back after I forgot I didn't have it. Let's go with the boudoir. Not reached rank 8 yet, unfortunately, which means the dining room is not gonna have anything, and this is quite low down to be putting it. However, both of the other ones are dead ends. Now we still have 2 other doors, and I'm thinking the utility closet lets us fix the dark room, and then if we get security at some point, it also lets us turn off electronic doors. I think I'm gonna go with that. I may regret it soon when I get locked in. Let's turn the dark room back on. Let's turn the garage on, even though we don't have it. This was locked. No, it wasn't locked. Let's go with the east wing hall then. While we waste 1 door, we can continue up. And this is locked. Now the passageway is the only way up. It's unfortunate that we have to waste 2 gems, but at least we don't get stuck. That's really bad. I'm thinking the wine cellar purely because we found a dig spot there before, so we might get lucky, get a key. Oh my god, yes, it is a key. Now, I'm thinking the best place to use it is gonna be the dark room. We turn it back on so we can see again, and we can actually see what we're drafting. And this door, it has the most opportunity for not getting stuck. It does cost us steps, but we still have 51. It's not too bad. Oh, and there's another key in here. I'm so lucky. Okay, let's use that. Wow, yeah, 2 dead ends as well, so that got uncomfortable, but let's hope we still manage to continue. Don't really have much money, but again, it's the bacon and eggs. That gives us a morning room if we can find the additional coins. Security is good here, both because of the doors and because we get to complete the second part of the unlocking electronic doors requirement. We missed a sleeping mask somewhere, but not even sure where it would be, and don't want to go running around in every room trying to find it. Okay, so since it's gonna be off, set it to high and set the mode to unlocked. So hopefully we'll be finding those security doors now and not need our keys. Try here. It's unlocked, so we can go for some nice dead end. Now, we still haven't seen the office, but once again we're missing gems. And since we don't want to be wasting our gems, I think the closet here and hope for some good items. We get a gem and a key, so that's good. And let's see what's on this side. Dining room leaves up and down open, and the patio spread gems. Now, the only other green room we have is the courtyard, and it's quite far away. But there's both, from what I remember, a gem inside the patio itself, and there's dig spots. So there's more chance for both finding things and maybe the experiment triggering. So I think, again, that's a better choice as we do not have rank 8 yet. There we go. Get our gem back. And the next door is the unlocked security door. Let's dig. 6 more steps. And we find pebbles, which gives us a coin. Okay, the experiment's going well. It's the Rampus room. It's perfect here as well. We've seen it in the previous run, but I was never able to draft it, or I didn't want to draft it because of the layout. But this time, let's give it a try. Okay, here's the promised coins. That thing looks creepy. Insert coin. Is it gonna jump scare us? Well, I guess we got plenty coins now, so we can try this.
And
Okay.
as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping.
This is spooky.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so this was both spooky and very cryptic. I am not quite sure what to read out of it other than him saying we can't find the room we're trying to find, maybe. But yeah, I wasn't quite expecting this to happen. Now, it seems like he might give us other readings on other days if we can find this room again. We can get more cryptic future telling cutscenes, maybe. I note more suspiciously placed chess pieces. Still have no idea where this is going to go, but I've been taking note of them. The Regi blocks. Can't play though, out of order. See what our next room could be. Bedroom goes side. Dining room, pretty good, and almost rank 8. Aquarium. Aquarium is every color of room. Now that's interesting, but it costs a gem, and we only have one. So for the same doors, we can get the dining room for free. Now if we get the room above, we should immediately receive our dinner. Gymnasium, lose 2 steps. But just when you enter. And we still have 37 and we're gonna get dinner. And it gives us a door up and side, which is better than less items. So we're gonna take that. Now is the dinner here right away? No, we probably have to enter first. No, so before I do that, because it costs lots of more steps, let's just see if we can get this side as well. No, it needs a key. Well, I mean, I can use the key. Code check, commissary. Now we do have 11 coins, so there's a chance we could buy something in the commissary then. Let's pick that. Got the metal detector we asked for. And there's a sledgehammer, but I don't remember seeing any chests around this day. There's a salt shaker. And we can just buy some gems. Now the metal detectors helps us find keys and things like that. So I think that's what we're going to go for here. Yes, greater chance of finding keys and coins. So we have this clue here for the pictures we keep seeing in different rooms, where it says with and without. The pictures are different than the last time we visited the commissary, but I think I said this before, they seem to be linked to the location of the room inside the house, not the type of the room you're in. But again, I want to make a separate video to collate all of this, because it's hard to get everything at once and see if it makes any sense when placed all together. Okay, let's go to this gymnasium. I see it already has one security door we can get through. And here's our dinner. So I think we just go back, get the dinner, and keep going afterwards. We don't have a showroom. I've never seen it, so I'm not going to go looking for it. Especially that we're in this corner here, so I'm not sure how much we're gonna come back to here. Okay, let's go up here. It's the office again, and once again we have no gems. So let's go to the bedroom. Now there is a chest, but we're not going to waste our only key on that. Okay, I shouldn't have gone here first without checking this door. And this door is actually unlocked. So the only non-dead-end room is the archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all three of your potential floor plans. It's kind of like the dark room, but in just partially. You can not see some of them. But considering the other options, I think this is what we're gonna pick now. I think I should also be reading the descriptions of the room more often, like sometimes you can find clues in them. Countless shelves of documents and towering file cabinets make this otherwise immense space seem small and cramped. This archive contains almost a century of records and files pertaining to the Sinclair family's numerous interests, many of which are sealed and unable to be accessed. No specific clues here, but is there anything we can read? There's an apple for us. And there's documents to read. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap while she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, has been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as her pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Okay, so she was related to the uncle that left us this house, but also political associations. I wonder where that's gonna go. Swimbird author never considered herself success. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that view the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. So we've seen this Red Prince book in the nursery in this previous run. She actually wrote this. There seems to be more to everything here, saying that political associations, political messaging is mentioned on both these pages. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 2 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also count themselves the Children of Blackwater. Rafficton Press were quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday. maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy though the charges were later dropped. Okay, well, this is taking a darker turn from just political involvements to attacks and bombings. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bagander, waved down a local. This is the third major last year. It is anticipate charged by the Crown. Manning was last. The trial begins on last up to with grand treason. Well, that's poorly cut out, but clearly talking about the arrested people and the trial. No trace is discovered of Singa heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It is an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. She goes missing after being not involved but associated with people who were in political trouble. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Airs have broken into the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. The lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensics experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the porkers had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If those rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. More political struggles. Now, it seems we're in some fictional kingdom. We have two doors from here, one up into a corner that potentially connects to the antechamber, and one at the bottom. So let's see if this is even open. It is. However, one of the rooms is archived, so we cannot see it, and then the other ones are already dead and don't turn away. I know the billiard room has the puzzle and it seems to grant keys. I think I'm gonna go with that, purely to see if we can gain more ways to get through the doors. Okay, we know how to do this. Okay, 2 keys is good. Now, unfortunately, once again, we don't get to see the connection to the antechamber, but we may still be able to see it here. Okay, let's use a key. We have archive floor plan, we have the locksmith. Well, we have the archive floor plan. Music room is new, it has 1 major key and 1 minor key. which is a music joke. Unfortunately, no gems. What surprise room we're getting? It's the planetarium. Okay, well, we're not gonna go in there yet, because this is clearly a room to end your day in. We've got enough steps to go to the observatory and try to explore down here, purely just to see if we can find anything else. Okay, once again, the only choice we get is the archived floor plan. The archives clearly are not like the dark room in the sense that the effect carries even if you're not in that room. And now, again, because of the lack of the gems, we can only pick the archive floor plan. So let's see what happens. And it's the bathroom, which doesn't even have anything in it. Again, cut off. Now I'm just gonna go to the planetarium again to end the day, to boost our stars for the next day. We're back in the planetarium and we'll end our day after getting cut off once again, not getting the garage once again, and hoping for better luck on day 3. Day 2, it's a grand manor now. We got cut off before we managed to get the antechamber. We did manage to get the laboratory and make an experiment and even trigger it a couple of times. So that was interesting. And we got to go to the Rampus room where we got to get our future read in a very cryptic way. And we got to place the archives for the first time, which was not good. However, we've learned from there that there's some political intrigue and serious trouble surrounding this family. So I wonder if this is gonna play more into the story behind this game. We're off to day 3 of this run, hoping to find even more.